There comes a time in everyone's life when the noise outside gets so loud that you forget your own voice. The world tells you to quit. The pain says give up. The fear whispers, you're not enough. But deep within you, there is a fire, a code, a mindset, that of a warrior. A warrior's mindset isn't about carrying weapons. It's about carrying will. It's not about fighting others. It's about fighting yourself, your laziness, your doubt, your excuses. A warrior isn't born with armor. He builds it with discipline, pain, sacrifice, and courage. He doesn't chase motivation. He wakes up and says, I will show up no matter what. Motivation is weak. It fades. But discipline? Discipline is the silent, invisible force that builds empires in the dark. A warrior doesn't wait to feel like it. He doesn't need someone to clap for him. He trains when tired, shows up when scared, keeps moving when broken. Discipline is when your body screams rest and your mind whispers back, not yet. There will be times when no one understands your path, when friends fall away, when you walk alone, when you question everything. But a warrior knows the road to greatness is lonely, not because people don't care, but because they can't see what you see. You are building something they can't imagine. You are chasing a version of yourself they've never met. And until you meet him, the warrior within, you keep walking. The loudest enemy is not the world. It's not the critics, not the haters, not the failures. It's the voice inside your own mind, the one that says, I'm not good enough. What if I fail? What if they laugh at me? But the warrior slays that voice. Every time you take action despite fear, every time you rise after falling, you stab that inner enemy and weaken it. This is a war you must win, not just once, but every single day. A warrior has a code, a set of values he refuses to break, even if the world mocks him, even if it costs him comfort. His code is simple: honor. Do the right thing even when no one's watching. Courage. Do what scares you, not what's safe. Persistence. Never quit on a worthy cause. Humility. Stay grounded even when you're winning. A warrior doesn't flex, he serves. Not to look powerful, but to become powerful, inside and out. More than muscles, it's the mind. In chaos, he is calm. In loss, he is patient. In anger, he is controlled. In temptation, he is focused. He doesn't react, he responds. Where others panic, he plans. Where others collapse, he climbs. That's because a warrior doesn't just train the body, he trains the mind, heart, and soul through silence, through study, through stillness. You may never get the credit. People may forget your efforts. You might sweat, bleed, cry, all in silence. But the warrior doesn't do it for fame. He does it because this is who he is. He doesn't chase the spotlight. He becomes the light in dark times. And when victory comes, he bows his head and prepares for the next war. The warrior never breaks. He bends, then rises. He knows setbacks are not signs to quit. They are signals to evolve. He may fall, but he never stays down. He may cry, but he never loses hope. He may be wounded, but he never stops fighting, because deep inside him, there's something the world cannot see: an unbreakable spirit, an unshakable fire. Listen, life doesn't care how tired you are. It doesn't care how sad you feel, how unfair things have been, or how much you wish things were different. That's the cold truth. So what do? You stop crying, you stop blaming, and you start thinking like a warrior. You do what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. You don't chase comfort, you chase growth. You don't fold under pressure, you adapt under pressure. You don't ask for easy, you prepare for war. This mindset is not about violence. It's not about looking tough. It's about being mentally prepared for anything: failure, betrayal, loss, rejection, and never breaking. You know what separates the winners from the whiners? Preparation. Most people wait for opportunities. Warriors create them. Most people crack when stress hits. Warriors have already trained their mind to hold the line. While others are scrolling, complaining, quitting, the warrior is reading, training, building, preparing. Because when the real test shows up, he's already ready. Feelings are real, but feelings aren't facts. There are days you won't feel like waking up, days you'll feel anxious, depressed, unmotivated. The average person gives in. The warrior doesn't care. He shows up anyway. Why? Because he made a decision. And warriors don't break their own word, even when it hurts. Warriors don't rely on motivation. They rely on routine. Motivation is fragile. It comes and goes. But discipline, that's real power. If you want to think like a warrior, you need to build non-negotiable habits. Wake up when you said you would. Train when it's hard. Work when it's boring. Stay focused when others are distracted. It's not about what you feel like. It's about what needs to be done and doing it with consistency. Social media has made people addicted to validation. They want applause for every move. They want attention for every effort. Warriors don't care who's watching. They grind in silence. They grow in private. They don't need people to clap. They need to win. And when they do win, they don't dance around. They nod and move on to the next challenge. A warrior clears mental clutter. You can't win a battle if your mind is a mess. Warriors control their focus. They eliminate drama, gossip, useless scrolling, toxic people, regret over the past, anxiety about the future. Their mind is like a clean, organized weapon, always ready, always sharp. You can't fight life's battles if you're mentally foggy and distracted 24/7. Clear your mind, guard your energy. Warriors don't fear failure, they expect it. Everyone fails. Everyone. But only the warrior uses it to grow. He doesn't cry over losses, he studies them, learns from them, then tries again, stronger. Failure doesn't scare him. Staying weak does. That's the difference. Nobody will clap for you in the beginning. Nobody will understand your vision. Nobody will feel your pain, except you. That's why most people quit. But the warrior doesn't need a crowd. He just needs purpose. And once he has it, he moves. No excuses. No permission. If you think life is supposed to be fair, if you think success should be easy, if you think someone's coming to save you, think again. Only the warrior survives. Only the warrior thrives. And anyone can become one. It's easy to work when you're energized and supported, but the warrior mindset is revealed when you're alone, tired, and mentally exhausted, and you still show up. Training is not just lifting weights. It includes waking up on time, studying when your friends are partying, improving when no one's watching, fixing your diet, your habits, your language, your thoughts. Most people stop the moment it starts hurting. That's where the warrior begins. Pain isn't a signal to quit. It's a test. When your legs burn in the gym, when your mind screams during deep work, when people betray or insult you, that's pain. The warrior uses this pain as resistance training. He gets stronger because of it, not despite it. Warriors solve problems. Everyone else gives excuses. No gym. Use your body weight. No time. Cut entertainment. No motivation. Show up anyway. Every excuse is just another brick in your cage. Warriors break that cage with action, not complaints. Most people's minds are chaotic. Overthinking, anxiety, mood swings, all day long. But the warrior trains mental discipline just like his body. He practices focus under pressure, calmness during chaos, logic in emotional storms. He knows if you can't control your thoughts, you'll never control your results. If you're willing to suffer now so you don't suffer forever, so make the decision, train your mind, control your emotions, show up like a machine, because when the dust settles, it's not the talkers who win, it's the warriors.